Can you join me?
No.
Can we apply?
No, honestly, we're too old and too mid to be on this show.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
This is membriash.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Mitch.
And we're watching the Ultimatum Season 3, Episode 2, The Choice.
The Choice, which is obviously going to be the dinner. The really comfortable dinner where people schoolyard pick each other to get into relationships with in front of their partners. I don't want to say a lot, and the only thing I want to say is that we had a comment where it's like, this season is kind of traumatic or emotionally difficult.
Great.
And
looking forward to that.
And like, you know, if that's not a problem for you because you're here for the entertainment and you can get past that, do that. Join in. But I don't know what they were talking about. I'm just heeding that warning that we received and sending it back to y'all, which is, you know, proceed with caution. But I do expect things to get hard, especially seeing how some people started showing up at the end of the last episode.
We're just going to have to see what happens, because I don't love cheating. It's, like, probably my least favorite thing. Who likes... Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Well, some people do.
I don't love that as, like, a storyline. It messes with my brain, so I'm not looking forward to that in any kind of way, and I know that I just feel like that's coming.
All right. Well, shall we hop into this potentially somber... Somebody else said episode 2 is kind of nuts, so this potentially somber episode here.
Great. Just
Let's do
great.
it. Let's do it.
I love the all black.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of my go-to. So
Yeah, me too. Everything in my closet.
So they're on another date, huh?
Yeah, they're going to end up matched. No question.
You're like an onion.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's literally what I said. I didn't say onion, but I said there's layers to you.
Fucking Shrek generation.
What are you talking
Shrek in the dome, you know?
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know what you were
Get
talking about.
Shrek'd.
You're talking about the onion comment now.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I get it
Yeah.
now, but I didn't get it before.
You're like an onion.
So you're just yelling Shrek in the dome at me, and I have no idea what's happening, which is like pretty normal for us, honestly. So,
She's gotten Shrek in the dome.
no, you're not. No, you're not gonna make that. You're not making that a thing, okay?
I said I was going to take this more seriously.
Right, calm down, okay? Calm down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just don't give me cheese and we'll be good.
Well, if you fart, it's fine.
I don't know.
I probably think it's really cute.
I'm gonna kill you.
Cheese farts aren't cute, though.
Oh,
Cheese farts is how
What
you
are
really
you
gas it
talking
up.
about?
We're from Wisconsin.
Okay, I know, but that doesn't mean that I think cheese farts are cute.
No, I'm saying they're especially not cute.
Oh, not cute.
Yeah,
Okay.
they stink.
I was like, ew, dude.
No, cheese farts, man. It's not cute.
You're in a mood today.
What makes you want to get down on one knee to her?
She's just like, why do you like her, though? What do you see in her?
I definitely wasn't expecting to have as deep of a connection.
Oh my gosh, these people describing their connections as deep, like day 2. Stop it. Knock
How much
it
has
off.
he learned from her?
Right.
You know?
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Every day is different. Different emotions.
For real? Are you going through it?
Dave and Chanel. I actually think that's a better pick because she actually liked him.
I think so too. She thought he was funny, which, like, God bless Dave.
It would make me happy if I can be with somebody that is fun, easygoing.
He has the top button buttoned. Who does that? Do you see it?
Yeah.
What's happening? Let your neck free, buddy.
Let your neck free.
Look at it.
That
It's
is
a prison.
tightly wound.
Yeah.
Top button.
Top button.
You never button the top
You
button.
don't. You
it's
don't
like when you
button
wear
the
a
top button.
multi-button suit.
You
You always
never do the
leave the
top
bottom
button.
button open. Unless
Yeah.
it's a one button.
One or two people were in it to like hall pass.
This whole show is a hall pass show.
Yeah, basically.
I know that you're technically single, but
There should be limits on that. If you want your relationship to work, or if you're just super like open with your sexuality and neither partner cares. But that's not what we're talking about here.
Also,
None of these
you're
people
not
I
really
think, are-
single. Like, you can pretend that that's what the
Yeah.
show is, but, like, you're not. You're not single.
I'm afraid of just getting hurt.
Dave's afraid of getting hurt, but
Okay.
Dave immediately led with being sexually attracted to a different contestant. So,
Who is MIA? Is Dave a murderer? Is
right,
Dave a
where is
serial
she?
killer?
Where are Mariah and Caleb?
My ex gave me an ultimatum.
Okay, here Micah's back. Forgot about Micah for a minute.
But I'm here.
They didn't feature him much last episode.
Oh, there's Mariah. Mariah lives. Do you think Mariah's just really creeped out by Dave, so she's like trying to avoid him? And like she couldn't avoid him at the cocktail party. She was like hiding in the bathroom trying to avoid Dave.
Maybe. Do you think he's creeping? I don't think it's
Well,
that
because
serious.
she hasn't been talking to him like at all.
We haven't seen any of it.
Yeah.
Maybe he's giving weird creep vibes though.
Maybe.
If we are in a trial marriage, I think we have a lot to learn from each other.
They would be a good match. They both seem pretty low key.
Yeah, I like them together.
I do too.
What are like your biggest insecurities? Not all physical.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna mention my ears.
They look normal. His ears look
absolutely
really normal, honestly.
Are they? What? The lobes aren't even attached?
Yeah.
He brought up his ears.
Do not start. Honestly,
he brought them up.
No.
I haven't noticed. I have not looked at it for several seasons. Entire seasons.
We are
of
not
shows.
talking about people's earlobes again. We're not gonna do it. Okay.
Sound off in the comments.
No, control yourself.
Okay.
Sound off in the comments about what? Now I'm curious.
No, if you've been paying attention to the earlobes.
No.
I haven't mentioned it for a couple of seasons now.
Have you been holding back?
No, I haven't even thought about it because I'm not that weird. He brought up the ears. I started looking at the ears.
Yeah, but it's the lobes you zoom in on every time.
Well, I was trying to figure out what they just look totally like whatever.
Normal ears.
Well, no,
you have normal
attached
ears?
earlobes is normal. I want to clarify.
Like, have you ever been weird about your ears? They look normal.
Yeah.
I've never been weird about mine.
I feel pretty good. I feel like they were a little big when I first started shaking my head because they're more pronounced, but my ears are totally normal.
Yeah. I have pretty small ears.
Also, it's okay if you have big or small ears. It doesn't really matter.
Whatever, yeah.
If you don't feel like your standards are being met in certain ways, I don't think that you should always have to like bend backwards to make someone else feel comfortable.
I like Arya a lot. She's one of my favorite people on it. And Caleb's coming across really great too. This is a good match.
This is a good match too.
Yeah. We should keep the messy people together.
I think they
and
are.
then keep the low-key people together so that they don't get as hurt by the mess, you know?
I like Arya's statements there too because I think some compromise is good and normal and even healthy in a relationship, but I think too much and always going in one direction is not healthy.
Yeah,
if you're always compromising, it's not compromise anymore. You're giving in constantly.
Absolutely.
The main thing is like feeling like I may be replaceable. And that's because she wasn't single for a while between relationships.
Oh, that he was like a rebound.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's valid. So he doesn't want to like, she hasn't dated much, quickly moved on to him after a breakup, and now it's like, are you actually that serious about me, or is this just another thing?
I think
that's actually super legit. She's like, marry me already. I don't want to date. And I hear dating's horrible.
She was crying when like they were thinking about like breaking up
Caleb,
and stuff.
Jesus.
I really hope that Caleb and Mariah like figure it out and get back together.
Mariah seems like she's with a good pick though.
Yeah.
And Caleb seems like he's with a good pick. I feel really comfortable with those two couples.
Me too.
Should we play a game?
If you can come up with a good one.
I mean, these people all look like freaking celebrities. It's wild.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, that's what they're casting for. And it is LA. You're going to find a bunch of like conventionally attractive
Ultimatum
people.
in LA? They should do Ultimatum somewhere else. These people are too beautiful.
Ultimatum
I feel
Alaska.
uncomfortable.
Ultimatum UP. For all of our Upers.
Alaska. You pick like tiny places.
Yeah, on purpose.
You can't. How are they going to cast that?
I don't know. They're going to have, they're like a couple 100,000 people living in the UP.
I was thinking like Houston.
Okay.
You know? Chicago.
I like taking risk in life, and you're a big risk.
Oh my God. You're a big risk.
Like, you've been super vulnerable during this whole process, and that's why I'm attracted to you, your energy.
They're dangerous. If they end up together, that's a dangerous match.
The reality is that they are expressing that too, and they know it. And that was actually kind of, in a way, an interesting conversation because it was upfront and on the table. They're basically like, we might f*** each other if we date, is what they were both saying. And that's honest. That's an honest reflection of what might happen here.
Emotionally, you just get it.
Thank you.
It's like, it's inspiring.
I'm come over here. I feel like I'm tongue.
Dave was like straight macking on Mariah while Vanessa is sitting right there. And then Vanessa's like, okay, well, I'm going to go over here.
I miss that. That feels about right, though.
Dave was like waxing poetic about Mariah.
I think
like,
he might be right about the Mariah.
Great person, and like
he doesn't know her.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know her.
Oh, that sounds like love bombing.
He knows.
Dude.
He thinks she's hot. That's all Dave knows about her.
Why do I have to fight for you to love me and care for me?
The aggrieved. Scotty's laying it on thick, isn't he? Is Scotty laying it on thick?
I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go with Scotty. I want to keep my mind open. He did raise his voice to Arya. I didn't like that.
There were some flags. It wasn't the I'm not going to say it's good. It's not the worst.
It wasn't the worst.
So we are holding him accountable, but I also don't want to like look too far into one thing.
I can just see you for who you are. Not saying you're perfect, not saying I'm perfect.
I like Zaina though.
I like Zaina too. Yeah,
I feel like what she says is like normal, and I can see why she likes Scotty because he's being very nice to her right now.
Yeah, to her and on paper.
Yes.
Yeah, he's saying all the right things. I think the two couples most likely to consummate their relationships are Nick and Vanessa and JR and Sandy, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I have strong feelings for you. They've developed quickly, but I think they're real.
Is he saying his feelings for her are real and developed quickly?
Are you okay?
I think I was looking forward to seeing Vanessa. It's tough to see her.
I want to feel bad for Dave because realistically, like, this would
is
suck.
Pretty shit.
He's watching two people, and really, Nick and Vanessa do connect incredibly well.
Yeah, and they have a lot of paper things that are similar.
And then they're going to end up living together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, like, he's the one that said he doesn't want to...
He doesn't want to do this.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, we're doing it.
It's almost like one of those things where you just have to smile. Have you heard that? Where it's like, if you smile, you can physically just feel happier.
You want to try?
I watched an Instagram video today
sounds like burying your
of a
emotions.
child, and the kid was like crying, and then the mom walks up and is like, "You crying?" And he was like, "No." And he's crying. You can see the tears, and he's just laughing.
Man.
And
That kid's learning to bury their heart already.
She was like, "Are you happy now?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Smile through the tears.
You're quiet.
Yeah. You want to talk?
Yeah, we can talk.
Wait, who's she talking? Oh, Dave.
Dave's feeling insecure. Dave doesn't want to be on the show anymore, is what's going on. Dave is like, "Can we please opt out?" And she's like, "No, because I'm about to have a fun time." So.
Fun time, huh?
No, thank you.
I love our life together.
I mean, it's nice to hear that, but it's like...
It's not uncommon for one couple to walk before they even do the selections.
But generally, both of them are having a hard time.
Yeah, it's true.
And she doesn't want to walk.
I think I'm being shown a lot of qualities that I really like.
By this other person.
Yeah.
That I don't have.
He was flirting with Mariah right in front of her a minute ago, though. It's hard to feel bad for these people when you're seeing kind of weird shit like that.
It's hard because he's supposed to, too.
Yeah.
So, like, some of the stuff I'm mad at him
she's
about, I'm
flirting
like,
with
well,
Nick.
this is the show.
Yeah.
You know?
She's macking hard on Nick, too.
She is.
I don't know.
But, I mean, he started it. He kicked it off with talking about how he was attracted to somebody else. So, I mean, he didn't kick this off on a good foot.
He declared war, and it was, like,
and she's
intense.
winning.
Time for some concessions.
I hope he sucks it up and stays because I think doing this would be good for him.
We might have a partner when he gets back at the end of the show.
Then that's good you know that too,
That's
isn't it?
true. That's true.
Isn't it good to know?
Yeah.
Chanel was really nice to him.
That's true.
If they picked each other, she would be a great partner for him.
That'd be a great pick for both of them.
Yes.
She likes him too.
She does.
Yeah.
The feelings or the emotions of anyone that we came here with, they're not non-existent. It's weird.
It would be really weird.
Yep.
Even if you came in here not really caring about your partner, even if you came in here
Yes.
and you guys had a pact and you were like, we're not going to do anything shady, this would still be so
It'd be hard. Yeah, hard as hell.
I would do this.
I wouldn't.
Have somebody like live with you. You're supposed to like flirt with other people in front of me and then live with that person for a week. No, I'd be a mess. I'd be crying in the corner. I'd be Dave.
You say that of all these shows? You said that of all Love Never Lies.
Because they're all
I'd be crying in the corner.
hard, man. I would. I'd be crying in the corner.
Same. I'm also incredibly socially awkward.
You would be Dave. We would both be Dave.
I do think I'm a little funnier than Dave.
You know what? I want to give Dave the benefit of the doubt just for this one moment because we
Yeah.
have been so hard on him that maybe having the cameras around is
might be
like
hard.
messing up his game a little. You know, maybe
Maybe it
Dave is much funnier and more like charismatic when the cameras are not there.
Maybe.
Divorce is not an option. So that's why it's so important for me to choose the right person, because I'm not going through that again.
So is he stepping back from Sandy? Is that what this conversation is potentially indicating?
I think he's conflicted because he's very sexually attracted to Sandy, but I realistically, mentally, I think Arya would be the better choice for him. I think it's her personality too, is like very wild child, and he is like very enticed by the idea of that.
Well,
Well, and Zaina too is very much, I mean, multiple people have called her like wife material. Like she's very like the person you get married to, the person you have a family with, like those are the vibes she gives off. Sandy gives off wild child, like dancing on tables in a bar kind of vibes, which is cool. Like that's great. I'm not trying to shade Sandy. Like that's a cool personality. She seems fun, you know. But like it is very different from what he's with currently. And Arya is much more similar to his current partner.
Just in like her total demeanor and vibe.
Part of me does feel like a little guilty that I am like developing like a connection with you.
I'm actually catching feelings.
Well, this is weird. I don't know who he's gonna choose. He was so handsy with Sandy like not that long ago, and now he's dating Arya and talking like he would pick her. This is gonna get weird.
He's got a lot of feelings.
So beautiful.
Thank you. You look good too.
I just feel like he's using this process to like find new potential prospects and not for what this is supposed to be
he's
for.
Prospecting?
I do feel like he's prospecting.
I waited for you.
Oh, okay. Let's get lit then. Shit, let's turn up.
He immediately is a different person. When he was with Arya, he was like very cerebral, like talking about like, you know, emotional deep topics. He gets with Sandy.
He just
like,
says,
let's get lit.
like he said, I feel like you'd be a MILF.
He's constantly saying stuff, like sexual stuff to her.
Yeah.
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. What do you think it means?
2 in the pink, 1 in the
2 in the pink.
Sandy!
I haven't heard that in a while.
The last time I heard that was like high school, probably.
I know! That was like the thousands. What is she doing over here?
Like 2 in the V, 1 in the B.
Oh, okay. Got you.
He's like, what? His face. He's like, what is she saying to me right now?
You know, if we were gonna live together, how are you living wise?
How do you go from that to how are you living wise?
That's why we're willing to go through this experiment, right? To see if there's other options or to find ourselves.
And that's all legit. What?
To see if there's other options. That is literally why I think he's on the show.
Yeah.
He's like, so a bunch of hot people and I get to see if I would want to date any of them? Okay.
He wants to hear about this 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
I can't believe she said that to him. They weren't even drunk yet.
That's like something you expect kind of douchebag bros to say in 2006.
The shocker.
I heard that and I'm like, fuck no, please. Can we not go back to that era?
I don't know.
Don't give me those eyes, bro. Like,
oh no, not the eyes.
If you want to kiss me, you can kiss me, but I'm not kissing you.
What the?
We already talked about that.
No, we didn't. What did we talk about?
They're gonna kiss. Oh no, don't do it. No, it's too early. Oh God. Okay.
It's better than what I imagined.
If they live together, they're going to have sex.
They're gonna have sex like night 1, dude.
Oh my God, he's already touching her leg under the table.
I don't know who to choose, I'll be honest.
Okay, well, Sandy, I think, really thinks you're choosing her. So if he sits and chooses Arya, Sandy is going to be pretty upset, and I think for good reason.
If he has any hope of staying with Zaina, he needs to choose Arya.
Yeah,
That is the only hope for his relationship at this point, in my mind.
Unless Zaina doesn't care.
Unless Zaina doesn't care.
And they've already talked about it, and she's like not bothered.
I kind of doubt it, but
I doubt it too, but
Zaina doesn't seem like the kind of person who's just gonna like be like, yeah, whatever.
Well, but she does seem like the kind of person that'd be very forgiving of somebody she's
maybe.
in love with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
And he seems like the kind of person that would say, but we weren't together.
Yeah.
We were on a break. He pulled the Ross Geller.
They weren't on a break!
I feel jealous. I think anybody kind of feels jealous, like, okay, you're picking somebody that's not me.
Yeah, that would be hard.
Especially for all the Ultimatum setters.
All these men in their very, very tight suit pants.
I thought the tight thing was kind of on its
it was
way out.
Too.
I thought we all doing baggy now. Like
a little baggier than that, at least. It doesn't have to be like Jinko level.
I want clown suits. Like a little thing that sprays water.
Now I want you to be on this show.
Show up in a clown suit and be like, I'm Nick Lachey. get thrown
They
out.
would kick you out for sure.
How funny would that be? That would make TV
Oh
gold,
my
wouldn't it?
God, no. Because you would, no, they would never let you on a show like this.
What if I lied in order to get in and just lost it?
No, okay.
Can you join me?
No.
Can we apply?
No, honestly, we're too old and too mid to be on this show. And we're married already. So what's the ultimatum?
You're right.
We get divorced.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't change the age or the midness, but we get divorced to try and go on the show.
You chose to accept an ultimatum, and you ended your previous relationships.
I feel like Dave's just not gonna pick someone, and he's gonna be like, I wanna leave. What do they do, I wonder? Because, like, you can't force Dave to stay here. Like, Dave's allowed to leave.
Yeah, what happens if you leave and the other person stays, then I guess that person continues hanging out and the other person that he would have picked gets shafted from their experience?
It's unfair, though, yeah.
I think the producers probably harass you into staying.
Maybe. They can try, but, like, they can't.
Yeah,
they
there's
can't,
only,
can't hold you there.
It's only so much they can do.
Detain you against your will.
You jump over the wall like that Bachelor guy.
Colton,
your ass out, like, bust through the wall like a goddamn Kool-Aid man, you know?
Put on a hoodie and ride your bike away.
Yeah.
I think for me, like, I just really want to be with a partner that really, really trusts.
I want to express my respect for them having actual fire, because when that camera's down here, you can see the flame effect in the
It's cool.
above the, like, intermixed with the flowers, which actually looks really cool visually. Visually, the show is well shot.
The set design of this is
Yeah,
beautiful.
I like it
And
a
you know
lot.
people worked really hard on this,
Yeah.
and it looks incredible.
Mad respect for that.
Yeah.
And those are all the people that are getting underpaid.
Yeah,
probably,
for real.
so,
And it looks beautiful.
yeah.
Somebody took their job seriously.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just feel like I'm still fighting for someone to see the person that I am.
Whoa.
And that I'm not a bad person.
Is that what he said while saying he wanted to do with Zaina?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes that gets lost in a long-term relationship where people take who you are for granted.
I mean, that's true.
That's true.
She's saying true things. I mean, I feel a little bad for kind of being suspicious of Scotty because of that episode 1, but I hear what you're saying. Like, he's expressing himself and that's the way he feels.
Yeah.
I think time will tell whether or not he's kind of a victim here or if he's kind of an asshole, you know?
I mean, also, like,
Not
people
even
are
a victim,
dynamic.
but
Like,
yeah,
he
yeah.
was a little overly
short.
rude to Arya in that scenario. It doesn't make him a terrible person. We'll see.
Yeah.
I reserve judgment.
I mean this with all respect to your ex. I think any man would be lucky to have you.
Oh, I would be a mess if you were sitting at a table and professing your, like, love and appreciation for, like, another woman at the table.
I mean, that's
would be
the
like,
purpose of the show.
They would come to my face and I'd be like, tears.
Scotty, you embody a lot of qualities that I would look for in a future husband. There are a lot of layers.
Like an onion.
Stop it.
They said.
Stop it.
They brought up the
Knock
onion.
it off.
And they brought up the ears.
You are a lot today.
They brought up the onions and the ears.
Great. Okay.
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 I do have insecurities that I didn't even think that I had until this.
Yeah. Because this would be hard as hell, dude.
Yeah, it would.
This would be hard as hell. Arya, you're doing great. You're so beautiful, girl. You're doing so good.
She appears happy, and we came into this experience both wanting to get answers.
JR doesn't care. JR is like, I'm going to have sex with someone else, so I don't care.
Yeah. Doesn't that happen in the show sometimes, though? They're like, oh, you're going to pick her, huh? Well, I'm going to pick this one.
You were a friend to me, and that's, I think, the beginning of any relationship, whether it's marriage or not.
I like Mariah a lot so far.
Me too. What she said to Micah wasn't, like, over the top.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so glad she's not ending up with Dave. I think that would have been so creepy for her.
Yeah.
I hope he picks her back. I think he will.
They didn't show him talking to anyone else, did they?
No.
But they can also, like, trick you with the edit.
One thing that I really enjoyed was that she was not afraid to challenge me. That was a good quality.
I like Micah. He seems like a good match
same.
for Mariah. I'm really glad that they're going to pick each other.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very happy with that match.
The person I choose is Mariah.
We didn't talk about him much last episode when we were talking about people we like because he was barely featured.
Yeah, they
But
didn't
I
feature him,
like
like,
the
at
way
all.
Micah's showing up so far. I'm really enjoying him. One of the better guys.
Yeah.
I was in a bad spot for a couple days.
I'm feeling a little bad for Dave right now.
I'm feeling bad for him too.
There was a point at the cocktail party where I was having a tough time again. I feel like I'm a little bitch.
Did he call himself a little bitch?
He did do that. Don't do that, Dave.
He puts his foot in his mouth every now and again. Dave. Foot and mouth guy.
It's kind of hard because, like, I think we talked about this last time, but it's rough because, like, when first impressions are not always everything.
They're not always people's strong point.
Yeah, and the pressure of being on a show like this,
Yeah.
like, maybe makes you say dumb stuff. I say dumb stuff all the time, so, like, I can kind of relate to that.
I choose Dave.
So I'm happy that Dave is getting Chanel because she seems like a genuinely kind person.
And they seem like a good pick. Okay, this is not going, like, horribly yet.
This is going great.
Yeah.
Yeah. This isn't bad.
Jared and Sandy haven't banged on the table yet, though, because that's how they're going to close out this episode.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm already uncomfortable. I'm pre-uncomfortable.
That's the way they're setting this up.
I chose Chanel because she made me feel extremely comfortable, and I think we're just gonna have fun together. She could make me laugh.
It was all about himself, but it wasn't
was.
qualities of hers.
No.
I've been tracking that with other people, though, so that might be a little too targeted.
It is tough, though. He is in his feelings a lot.
Yeah.
So for him to be able to, like, see her good qualities would be hard when he's kind of grieving.
Yeah,
you know?
he was really upset.
Always make sure she's safe.
Oh.
This is really, really difficult to have these conversations in front of your exes.
It's uncomfortable.
It's going to be really uncomfortable when Nick watches the playback for this. Unless he's used to it and he knows what it is.
Aria's a very special woman. Aria, you're gorgeous.
Is he bringing up Hurst and talking about her good qualities because he's then going to pick Sandy?
I think so. Which I actually think might be better for Aria because I feel like Aria and Caleb are a better match to me. Sandy and Caleb, I feel like I don't see that.
They haven't even talked to each other. Haven't we only seen Sandy talking to JR? Mostly? Yeah.
She hasn't talked to, like, anybody else. I don't think she's been interested in anybody else.
Wow, like you have so much fire and passion in your eyes, and it just ignites something in me.
I don't like this.
He's speaking from the heart. He's being honest. Because you can read that in that room, too. I think Nick is uncomfortable at this point. But he's also...
It's uncomfortable, but what are you going to do? And in a way, like, I would not want this, but in a way you want to know if something like this could derail your relationship with your partner.
Conversations with my ex haven't been the best, and I'm getting emotional now. I don't really hear a lot of nice things.
Okay. I'm going to try and not be angry with Scotty right now because that is, wow.
Because you see how Micah acted? He's like, she's my best friend. Just take care of her, bro. I'm asking you to take care of her. And Scotty was like, I'm not a bad person. I'm not malicious.
And then she's literally like, I don't hear a lot of nice things.
So if you put all that shit together, makes me additionally uncomfortable, and I'm not liking it.
I've just never dated someone that has that fire as well. So I'd actually be interested to see if we, like, come at each other or not.
Come at each other? Is that what she said?
Yeah, maybe, like, does that, like, stop it. Does that, like, ignite? Do they butt heads because they're both fiery? Or are they able, is that something that, like, actually, like, is exciting
it's
for her
something
in a
that she would want in a relationship.
And, like, invigorating.
Because, well, and especially that he is the opposite of Nick.
He is.
So in a way, it is the ultimate test because Nick wants to go move out in the country, have dogs and kids.
And she's very different than Zaina.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So in that way, it's pick the opposite.
Oh, Nick's mad. Nick's mad.
You guys seem to have a nice connection, and if it's play or if it's fun, then let that be your life.
You don't know about the connection that we've had.
Well, he can see it.
He can hear it too. The fire in your eyes, it's genuine energy is what it is.
It is.
I'm not seeing a lot of depth.
Heavy.
It's chemistry.
Between the two of them is heavy.
That's what I'm seeing.
I feel like I'm being
I said if you're
punished.
not ready for a future with somebody.
But it's the future he offers too. Like, I don't think that's fair of him.
Yeah, I hear that.
Because the future he's offering is a slow life in the mountains. Like,
okay, but I do think that was him restating something. He initially said, if that's the life you want, go for it.
Yeah.
And then he said if you're not ready to marry somebody. And I think that's if I may almost a misspeak because they're kind of fighting at that point. The initial statement was like, go for what you want. If what you want is him, then whatever.
Right.
I guess you don't want me then.
Yeah.
That's what I read.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen
I think she doesn't know. Which is kind of why they're on the show, right?
Yeah, I hear that.
So.
JR, you ready to make your choice?
I mean,
is this going to be the cliffhanger? This has been a long episode.
God.
This is the cliffhanger. God damn it.
Oh,
We're going to have to
God
watch
damn.
another one.
Are we immediately?
Yep. I'm sorry.
Oh my
It's not an
God.
option. I'm sorry. It's not an option. I need to know who he picks. I can't go to sleep.
All right, well,
I can't go
pause
to
it.
sleep like
Pause
this.
it. That's episode 2. We're not going to do a big wrap up because we are eagerly awaiting to see episode 3.
I can't do this. The problem with us filming this and then talking about it, the problem with this is that then I can't binge these all at once, and I have to, because in order for me to like move on mentally with my life and mentally and emotionally with my life, I need to know who he picks.
One of the comments that we got yesterday was, "Oh, you're watching this episode by episode. Good luck."
Yeah, good luck is right. Who said that? You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And they said that they think it would be better almost do a batch. I think it'd be better to watch it in batch, but I do think a lot of people watch our channel because we do put out almost daily content when we're watching a lot of stuff, and it's kind of like a comfort channel for some people. So I stand by how we're processing it and sending it out to the people, but I do think this would be better to binge because holy shit, the cliffhangers on this are pretty intense.
This is my weekend though, so technically we could binge as much of this as you're willing to put up with, and there's only 5 episodes out, and that means there's only 3 more. So...
I am hot right now. Let me get a new shirt on.
Okay, let's get a new shirt. Yes.
Because I want to get my mic in a better position, and then we're gonna watch episode 3 at least. Maybe not a full binge.
3, 4, 5.
All right. So if you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and you'll keep getting our videos on your feed. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you for next episode. Bye.
And then I got it knocked, and I started going.
Ridiculous.
All those tearjerker.
Hey, we're gonna go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.
Ciabatta sandwich. I read that recently. Ciabatta. I read recently that ciabatta is a recent bread invention that was only around since like the 80s or some shit.
Oh, really?
That's everybody's probably making ciabatta sandwiches back then. You just sometimes assume that all bread is old, but it's not.
Ciabatta bread.
Ciabatta.